Hey everyone, welcome to Star Wars Alliance podcast. And in today's podcast, we're reviewing Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, let me tell you, this movie is just mind blowing. So, what do you think about this movie, Patrick?
I really love it a lot. I I just love it. I really love it. I had some problems with it. We will go into that, but so far I've only seen it once. I need to see it a little bit more times, to get a full grasp of it. But as like a first time seeing it and looking at reviews and whatnot a bit more as well, I really do love it a lot. It's a really good Star Wars film. And J.J. Abrams, we won't call you Jar Jar Abrams.
Yeah, I saw the movie today, and oh man, when it got to that scene, I was like, holy shit, they better not kill that character off. I'm not going to tell you who. This is a full spoiler review, by the way, so if you don't want to see a review, just click off on this video now or this podcast. And yeah, so let's begin.
Yes. So so basically the film is kind of in the plot structure is kind of a rehash of episode 4 in the plot structure, but it has all elements from episode 4, 5 and 6 all together.
I would agree with you on that as well.
Yes, and basically you should know the story a bit about how Finn is a stormtrooper, how he decides to go rogue against
The
the
First Order.
meets Poe Dameron and whatnot, and they both crash on Jakku, get separated, and then soon Finn meets Rey, who we meet on Jakku after Finn and Poe Dameron crash the stolen TIE fighter.
Now, if you don't know who Ray is probably our main character for episode 8, most likely. And
But
she is a scavenger on the planet of Jakku. She collects old like spaceship parts from old ships, such as Star Destroyer, which we saw in the background.
yeah, but no, she is the main character. And you said this is a spoiler review.
Yeah.
All right, good. I didn't talk about it, but she is our main character. She's going to be our main character. I mean, she's the one who has the Force, so of
Yep.
course she's going to be our main character. In the poster that we see here in the marketing, they were tricking us into thinking that Finn was going to be the Jedi, which I'm actually very happy he's not the Jedi.
Yeah, because he has no like force powers at all. He's
Yeah.
shit at the lightsaber,
Now
to be
I'm not.
honest.
Now let me go into this here very quickly. This is the first Star Wars film that made me want to be the heroes because
Yeah.
every Star Wars film, I've always wanted to dress up as the bad guys. I always root for the bad guys because I like bad guys a lot. But in this film, I want to be Finn. I want to be Poe Dameron. I found the characters to be so likable, real good. I just really enjoy the characters a lot. I don't know what's going to be my favorite character. I kind of because when I go to Ray, I love Ray, but at the same time, there's lots of stuff I love about Finn. How he's a ex-soldier, how he's actually a coward a bit too, but he can be brave at times.
At times, yes. So, I would give it probably a lot of good feedback as well because it starts off with the Paul Dameron on Jakku speaking to this guy who has a map to Luke Skywalker,
Hmm.
and the First Order comes in. This was probably one of the best, probably the most best opening scene to start off with any Star Wars film instead of being it in space, to be honest.
Well, it did start off in space.
It did start off with space, but you kind of get the picture how it just goes straight into the action with the First Order, and I really love BB-8.
Oh yeah, BB-8 is one of my new favorite. This film, I mean, I can judge the plot a bit, how it's like a little bit of a rehash, but we won't go into that yet a bit. But I'm telling you though, this film had tons of new characters that I actually love, and I'm so happy that I got the figures already for them. I need more BB-8s. I need more Poe Dameron figures. I have no Poe Dameron figures because I thought he was not going to be a character I like in the film. No, I love Poe Dameron. I love Finn. I love Rey. Chewie, I think, was even way much more better in this film
Yeah, same here.
than any of the rest. Kylo Ren, even. Kylo Ren was a real good character. Now, to me, he's not a true villain. Now, is that
Yeah, I
a
would.
good
Yeah, I
thing?
would. Yeah.
Now, is that a bad thing, though? For this film, I say no. I don't think him being a true villain is a bad thing. What do you think on that?
I would agree with you on that one as well because we do see him trying to adapt to the dark side of the Force. He's still being trained by the CGI character, this big tall CGI character who we just see in a hologram. I thought he was actually, sitting in that chair and he was like so tall, but I'm really hoping to see him in episode 8.
In Return
Now,
of Snoke here.
yep, and I'm reckoning he's gonna either be the new Emperor of the First Order.
Oh yeah, yeah, he is. Which here's the thing: when you talk about CGI here, I don't understand why they made him CGI for. Why here's the reason why I'm saying this. Because out of so much J.J. Abrams was saying like we're gonna use practical effects, you could have easily done makeup or some sort of prosthetic for that character. There's no need for him to be CGI. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with you on there. So after when the First Order comes down to Jakku, we see Kylo Ren gets off his ship. I now really love the gunships in this,
Oh yeah,
or like the landing ships for the troopers to go in and just run out
oh
to
yeah,
fight the resistance or the people.
yeah. Well, basically they didn't fight anybody. It was just basically got up off the people, slaughtered them to death, basically, because all they did there was let's try and find Poe Dameron and BB-8. They found Poe Dameron, and
But they didn't find BB-8.
yeah, and I really like how they brought up to the X-ring. Like
Yeah, me
with
too.
it. But the Force is so much
I know.
great.
Oh my god, dude! I just like was holy shit. Did Kylo Ren actually just stop time with the
Yeah,
Force?
he stopped that laser blast, and that was something I didn't expect. That was something very cool, seeing that throughout the film twice. Even every time he did that, I was so happy with that because it was so cool, and especially at the end where they all left and whatnot. When he's walking away, he just goes. Pew, psh. I really love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
me too.
And there's lots of humor in this too. Lots of great humor, I should say, too. Humor that makes sense, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with Poe and Finn. That was probably the best comedy team ever, to be
Oh yeah,
honest.
I really want to see more. I'm hoping episode 8 that way, not right, but Finn and Poe become more best friends, and we get to see.
Yeah, and they actually get to pilot with each other, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Like,
that's what I
he's
want.
like second. Yeah, he's like in second in command, and Poe's like in first command.
Yeah, like have a spaceship, like they to make a new spaceship design that's special for episode 8 for just those. You know how the name Falcon requires 2 people to
Yeah,
fly it? Same thing for them, but a smaller ship. Because I would love it if Poe Dameron is the pilot, but Finn is the one who throws lots of the guns. Because they did have that in the prequels and also too in episode 5 with the snow speeders, and I would love to have that dynamic in episode 8 because I think they're real cool to get as best friends and whatnot.
so after when the First Order faced Jakku, they go back up to their used Star Destroyer. Now I really love the design for the used Star Destroyers. What do you think?
Oh yeah, like I said, I love the new design of the Star Destroyer. I love the design of the new TIE Fighters, X-Wings. They're all very well done. Um, I will go into designs a bit more later of ships, but yeah.
So then Poe Dameron gets interrogated by Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is trying to use the Force on Poe, and we found out that Kylo Ren was part of the Resistance before he joined the First Order.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, we managed to remember how
Kylo Ren was not part of the Resistance.
no, sorry, the person who we're going to tell in a minute is Han Solo's son. So
Yeah.
he was training with Luke Skywalker. This is my plot how he turned to the dark side. This is my plot how Ben turned to the dark side. So basically, Han Solo trusted him to go on his own mission.
Well, hold on. They basically tell you in the film is that um basically Han and
Look,
Leia,
yeah.
have Ben Solo, and they notice that how strong he is with the Force. So they thought that because Luke is trying to train Jedi, they thought, okay, let's take our son and have him be under guidance of my brother, basically under someone who we trust. But unfortunately, though, when Kylo Ren was being trained on the stories, he does love the dark side, but was persuaded by Snoke with the dark side, and so he got people together and he killed ton of Luke's Padawans basically, and became now known as Kylo Ren,
Mhm.
from the Knights of Ren.
And then after that, we kind of found out how Luke went into hiding. Now, what I really love about this scene is we get to see Han Solo.
Oh yeah, and everyone cheered when Han was on screen.
Yep.
Everyone cheered when the Millennium Falcon showed up too.
And I really love the comedy how, we need a ship. No,
Yeah,
we're not taking the garbage ship. We're taking
yeah,
this ship. Screw that. We're taking the garbage ship.
that's the shit they want and thrown up, whatnot. Yeah, there. I mean, such greatness there. And after that, I mean, I don't want to go beat by beat with the story and whatnot because it basically, I think I want to get to the main gist of the stories here, but basically, let's talk about a bit of where you know good chemistry between Han here. Han was real well done in this film with Ray and Finn, and I especially like the scene where when they get on the plane with Mask Kanata set, uh,
Yeah.
Han tells Finn, women always know the truth. Sooner or later, they find out. I thought that was a good scene with Han and Finn.
Yep.
And basically, though, they go to what's her name again?
Ask Kanana.
Mask Kanata for help. And what do you think of her design?
I really like her design, and I also like the scene how we see Ray. She's hearing like children crying. She goes down to investigate, and what does she find?
Luke's lightsaber.
Yes, and then she touched his lightsaber, and she saw apparitions. Is it what it's called?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know what? Oh my gosh. You said children crying, right? I'm
Yeah.
going, I'm going. You even said to me earlier that there's no prequel stuff in the film. I bet you that's a prequel thing because what has that
Oh
lightsaber?
yes.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh
say.
yeah, yeah. Because Anakin killed younglings with that lightsaber.
Oh, and when I see the film again, I have to pay attention to this because this was very cool. In that scene with Ray,
Yeah.
with the flashbacks and whatnot, you hear Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice, right? But
Really?
yeah, but here's the thing though, it's Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice from the
What
prequel.
did he say? Or
I don't know. I didn't hear it. I just heard reports and whatnot that it's true that you can hear it and whatnot that's in there. I just didn't notice it, so I have to now.
I'm reckoning he's going to say something about Anakin. You're a good Jedi. You have been trained well.
It was
I think.
it's a brand new line too. It never been spoken in the film, so I really have to hear this line now.
Yeah. So afterwards, when Ray touches it, she's just falls down, and we see Maz Kanata coming down, and
And being like the Yota, talking about the Force a bit.
yeah, how the Force goes through you.
Yeah, and then after that, we got this big giant action scene too, where the whole building that's blown up. Ray gets
Yeah, and
there's a
then
good
Ray
scene
gets
with
captured.
Kylo in
Yeah,
this scene.
I really liked how Kylo Ren just stops Ray. How like Ray's just frozen in time, like that blaster.
Oh yeah, but it was way much more tenser, I think, in this scene.
Hmm.
But basically though, um, Kylo Ren takes Rey and brings it back. Why not? Finn, Rey wants to rescue his friend. Han Rey wants to uh, not really get into this too much still. But after he meets up with Leia again, which that was very cool when they meet up again, and I really like the scene with C-3PO interrupting them and whatnot. That
Yeah,
was
how
so
they're having
great.
their moment,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then, like
Han Solo.
Han Solo,
Uh,
you're alive.
that was really great. I really did love that. And we get more backstory, of course, between Han and Leia throughout the Alliance space and whatnot.
Yeah,
And then we get the whole um, weapon power thing from Starkiller Base with General Hux, which I love me some General Hux. I really do like General Hux.
hmm
Yeah, and we get to see 5 planets getting blown up. One of them looks like Coruscant. I think it's Coruscant.
I think it's. Tell us your thoughts down below. Do you think it's Coruscant, or do you think it's a whole new planet for the Republic?
Yeah. So basically, they brought up 5 planets, and now the race is on to make sure that they don't blow up the planet that has the resistance on it, and everyone else from the last remnants of the Republic a bit. And
Yeah,
so now they're doing the whole thing like in episode 4 where they have to attack the big spaceship, and they even made a joke about that too, like it's just bigger, you know?
yeah.
So
Then
that
the
was
small Death Star.
yeah, that's kind of eh. But basically they go to Starkiller base to try to attack the base, of course, from stopping it in time before it blows up the planet.
And then this is when Han, Chewie, Rey, and Finn come in.
Yeah, and um, Han Wei, of course, rescues. I mean, Finn. I mean,
Finn, Han, and Chewbacca rescues Rey.
Ray. Yes, and then turns on the shields, so then the Tie Fighters and the X-wings can fight and whatnot. And then after that, we get this nice emotional scene with Ben Solo and Han Solo.
Yeah, oh my god, that scene was like, oh, so sad. I mean, I nearly cried at this scene, to be honest.
Yes, and basically, they killed Han.
Yep,
They
I was so pissed off at this. I thought it was gonna be Chewie, but it was Han. Now, how this scene played out was like, Han shouted, "Ben, put your mask down," until he sees his son's face.
oh yeah, I
And
mean
then after all that, Ben managed to put his helmet down. I thought he was going to give him his lightsaber, to be honest.
that's what I think he was trying to do, but
He couldn't do it.
yeah. But basically, though, that was a very nice emotional scene. I don't, I didn't cry because I knew Han was going to die. I think, but yeah, that scene, lots of people are going to hate it or love it, and I'm one of those people who's like, it's a nice scene and needed to happen, you know?
Yeah, because Han wanted to get killed off, or Harrison Ford wanted to get killed off of Star Wars, and I think it was a good way for him to go, to
Yeah.
be honest.
And then we get a nice though, yeah, definitely. Then we get a nice lightsaber battle between Finn and Kylo, but of course Finn is not our true Jedi, so he uses with a big gash on the back, which is gruesome. But
Yeah,
then after that,
is he in a coma? I'm reckon from that.
yeah, he was in a coma. It was shown at the end of the film that he was trying to recover it from that. But then after that, of course, we see Luke's lightsaber starting to in the snow, starting to move a bit, And some people are thinking that was Luke who's going to come in, but no.
Yeah, it was Ray.
Yeah, but when Ray hold that lightsaber and turned on, everyone freaked out and crapped and was woohooing. I mean, it was fantastic, and we got a good lightsaber duel between
Yeah.
Kylo and Ray. Through Ray did seem to beat him almost easily.
I did not like how I
Training.
didn't like how Kylo was like punching his chest like every single time
Oh yeah, that was a very good thing too. Love that a lot.
because he was trying to get the anger in him.
Yeah, so basically, though, Ray defeats Kylo. Doesn't kill him because the planet split them up, basically. And then after that, Snoke said to General Hux that bring back Kylo to complete his training. So that tells us there that Kylo Ren is not a full trained Sith yet. And
Mhm.
then after that, the ending. We have to talk about the ending, of course.
Yep, the ending was amazing. So basically, we go to this water planet. We don't know what the planet is called, what Luke is on, but basically, what happens? They manage to find Luke. They land a Millennium Falcon, and then Ray walks up these huge stairs to find Luke. And what do you know? There he is,
Yeah, and then after that, she hands him
the lightsaber.
lightsaber and whatnot, and they
I
just,
I thought he was gonna pick it, take it off her.
yeah,
To
no,
be
it's just they
honest.
stare off and whatnot. Now, the costume she had there, I was remember I told you about the figure that was leak and whatnot that
Yes.
sold to me. That was the figure right there of her in that costume holding that Luke's lightsaber, and I hate that merchandising did that. But if you look to somebody actually mentioned this too, I have to re-look at it. But when we're at the last scene there, when before Luke turns, if you look at the corner, he's standing over a grave.
Oh yeah,
So we don't know who it is. Somebody says it was Luke's girl,
mother.
mother, no, not mother, girlfriend. Like wife. So it's gonna be interesting. I have to see that tombstone because I really want to see what that is.
Yep.
All right. So before we end this here, I want to talk about some of the likes and dislikes of some of the stuff here. I'm gonna go with lots of the likes first. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then after that for you. Okay. So here we go. So for me, I like Kylo Ren. Not a true fan, but still like him a lot. He's not like a Darth Maul or Darth Vader or even Count Dooku. Even he's definitely a character. Ray's good. Love Poe Dameron. Love Finn. Mas Kanata was okay. You know, um, Han was great in this movie. I'm not a big fan of Han, but I do love him in this film a lot. Leia was good.
Mhm.
Chewie was the best. Chewie was the best.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Lightsaber fight was great. The and BB-8 was awesome. Love me BB-8. Lots of the action stuff was just so great, and love the new Stormtrooper designs a lot. And there's a lot more stuff to be like in this film. I just amazing. Now I'm gonna go with the dislikes a bit because there's a few dislikes, and I can name them all. Starkiller Base could have been done a lot better. Wanted more dogfight scenes. There needs to be more dogfight scenes. I mean, especially with the fight between Starkiller Base, I want to see more of that ship fight. I really
Hmm.
want to see more of that ship fight because that's what I've been wanting in a Star Wars film is a more big battle, ship battle, and we got it, but only in a few seconds. I mean, maybe even like 1 minute. Like in episode 4, we literally spent 14 to 13 minutes just attacking the Death Star, and it was such a cool emotional um, action scene. And I really wanted that in this film, and we didn't got it. Phasma was a piece of shit. She didn't do nothing throughout the whole film. She has a cool look, but I don't like her character because there's no character at all. She was not a good character in my opinion. I did not like her, and I wish they used her a lot more. I'm disappointed with Phasma. And the other thing too is I feel like the film could have been 10 minutes more longer. Just 10 minutes more longer, you know? Give us just a little bit more. And also, too, they could have maybe not borrowed so much of the plot from episode 4 a bit, but it's okay. I felt like they've done enough new stuff to where I'm happy with, and I would love to see R2 a bit more as well in this film. But overall, that's the biggest problems I have with the film, and I still love it. It's still a great Star Wars film, in my opinion. Now, let's talk about what you like and dislike, Nick.
Well, I liked Han. I liked basically everything, but the only dislike what I had was with Starkiller Base. It could be a lot stronger. I did not like Captain Phasma. I did not like, how Han's death. To be honest, that got me kind of mad. I really like Chewie's rage mode,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah.
So that's it.
So, yeah. And I really like Mask Nada as well.
Oh,
Same.
yeah. I was actually surprised how well I actually liked her. I was a little bit afraid I was not going to like her, but yeah, she was great. And I know there's a lot of deleted scenes. Even J.J. Abrams said there was a lot of deleted scenes because I know there was a trailer out there where
Canada.
Kanata was with Ray. I'm not Ray, but was with Finn while fighting with the lightsaber. And
Yeah, I saw that as well.
because too, Mas Kanata hands the lightsaber over to Leia. Was that that shot right in the trailer where
Yeah.
the lightsaber is handed over to a hand that is Leia's hand? I bet you that was only for the trailer because we never even saw that. They even meet.
Hmm.
So
So what is your overall for this rating for this film?
I was about to say that to you. Um, because I'm a Star Wars fan, I'm definitely going to give it a 9 out of 10. If I was just a casual Star Wars fan, I would give this a 8.5 out of 10. But I still think this film is worth a 9 out of 10. Even with the problems it has, I felt like the film overall did a great job at it. It's just that I think what Wolf got a 10, even with the problems, if it gives us more breathing room, like more of those
Yeah.
slow moments, you know. But other than that, though, it's a real good film. I was screwed to the screen, never got bored once. Definitely a good 9 out of 10 for me.
So what I would give it a 9 out of 10 as well. It was just brilliant. I was keeping a close attention to the film, and I really love Han. I really loved everything in this film, but there's a couple of things what I don't like about Starkiller Base, how easy it was to destroy. Like Captain Phasma.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, but everything else from the movie was really awesome. So this is basically wrapping up our review, don't you think, Patrick?
yeah. Like I said, I need to see it more times again, but for sure though, I am going to buy it. It's going to be in my collection for sure. But before we end this review, let's rank this film for now. Like, for our now impressions, let's rank the film a bit. To me, I think, like, this is better than the prequel trilogy. Besides episode 3, I have a soft spot for episode 3. So I think it's better than episode I think episode 3 is a bit better, but overall, though, I definitely do think, though, it'd be my top 5 or 4.
For me, I would probably put The Force Awakens onto my number one list,
Oh, you
and
could.
then
Oh, wow.
yeah, I would put that onto my number one list, and then it'll be episode 3, then episode 4, then episode 5, and then 6, and episode 2, and then 1.
All right. With me, I still have to go with episode 4, 5. I'm in between Force Awakens or 6. I have to watch Force Awakens some more, but I kind of want to put Force Awakens in that spot. But instead, I'm going to do Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, The Force Awakens, and then episode 1 and then 2.
Alright, so thanks for watching our review for Star Wars The Force Awakens. So if you enjoyed our review, please give a smack on that like button and also subscribe for more. We upload Star Wars Rebels reviews, anything to do with Star Wars, and yeah, may the Force be with you always.